Nah, Tricky, I'm not gonna help you. It seems you got things well in hand with your new friends. Okay, I think I've got my fun out of this long enough. I think I will go save Tricky now. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Starfox Adventures! Previously, we rescued Prince Tricky from the clutches of the Sharpclaw. Well, momentarily, from what we saw. Looks like he's back with them again. And we proceeded a little bit into Ice Mountain. Fun fact, this is the only map, or the only stage in the game, that doesn't have any map data that you could buy at the store. So that's why we don't have any map data in our screen right now. Today, we're gonna actually save Prince Tricky from more of these Sharpclaw soldiers, and progress even further into the Ice Mountain. I got shot by a green projectile. It keeps assaulting me. That's from an enemy that's hidden in a tree. You can shoot that with a fire blaster, which I will deal with that right now because that's become more of an annoyance if anything. There, that got taken care of. I'm not sure that guy responds or not. Come to think of it, enemies in this game has like some weird places they do respawn in. Like some places they take a while to do so, but other places I've seen that they actually do respawn at all. So it's kind of weird like that. I'll take care of this guy. There we go.
Tricky, are you crazy? Just leave the sharp claws to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Fox, if ever you need me to come back, you just use my heal command, and I'll be right with you, okay?
And now we have a new command for Tricky. That is the heal command, which is called by the whistle. And speaking of which, Tricky will actually say there's something near if there is something near. And there is a little question mark that does display above his head while doing so. While he's dealing with that, I heard that chime go off, so he is done. I'll collect more of these grub tubs since I'm running low as it is on them. Thankfully it's nighttime, so that'll make these a little easier for me to collect them even more. Come on, thank you. That tree was actually getting in the way of my swinging for a moment there. That was kind of embarrassing. Ah, another Snaplack. Take care of this guy really quickly. They're actually not that tougher than the Snapluck. They just take maybe a little more damage? I'm not sure. Alright, Tricky needs to be fed. There you go, Tricky. Don't eat my neck, please. My neck is not made of grub tub material. If you're gonna behave like that, I won't feed you anymore, young man. Tricky, for whatever reason, despite the fact that he is of royal blood, they make him act like a dog when it comes to the gameplay mechanic. It's kind of degrading, but I honestly don't mind because I'm not the biggest fan of Prince Tricky. He's like the typical royal spoiled brat, so that's why I don't have like too much sympathy for him. Yeah, voila! It's an alpine root. The Snowhorn love to eat these tasty roots. Problem is they can't dig them out themselves. The Snowhorn is that big woolly mammoth creature off in the background. You may have caught a couple of those on the side of that speed racer track we were going through last episode. Yep, those are the mammals that do inhabit the Ice Mountain, and these are the creatures that do run amok this place. So if you try talking to them originally,
I'm too hungry to talk to strangers.
everyone's gotta need like something in this place, I swear. First it's a warp stone that wants a treat, and now it's this particular Snowhorn that wants a treat. Snowhorn, big, furry, and friendly. Well, not this guy, he's kinda cranky right now, but we may have something that will cheer him up a little bit.
That's better. I tell you what, young'un, I'll help you out. Here you are, my boy. This is a scarab bag. By collecting scarabs, you'll be able to buy many useful items.
Aw yeah! Now that's what I'm talking about. For helping out with that Snowhorn's hunger, we get the small scarab bag. So in very little time, we've already extended our maximum scarab count by 5. We can now hold the 50 with these by result of this scarab bag. It's so good, and the fact that it happened so early on, that's pretty generous. So now we can collect even more of these scarabs than I could before. But that's not all we could do with this particular Snowhorn. We did get a second alpine root for him to eat up. And we can now see why that the Snowhorn couldn't dig them up themselves. I mean, look at those feet. You would not be able to dig anything with those feet, as they are, well, big and stumpy, kind of like an elephant. You know, begs the question, are mammoths and elephants related somehow? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but that's something I've never really pondered about before. Maybe that is true, or maybe I'm just assuming things. Like I said, I'm not the biggest animal expert in the world, so I might be wrong about that, but come on, they got trunks, they got big stumpy feet. The only difference is that the size of their tusks. I'm not really sure if elephants have tusks that are that big, but I could be wrong about that. Maybe that's something I will go into a little more detail about on my off time, because now that's gonna be pondering me a little bit, probably a little too much. Anyways, somehow that Snowhorn was able to get this block down by stepping on the ground, and this introduces the block pushing mechanic. Whenever you're near one, you can hold A to grab onto it and then push it in any direction, or pull it if you need to do so. So I want to push it over here first, so I can get this pack of fuel cells that's right up here. Well, it's just a pair, but still. Fuel cells are fuel cells. I ain't gonna say no to them. Ooh, my controller's rumbling. That only means one thing. You can see your staff is glowing too. So obviously we know what that means. Wait for Tricky to dig it up. And then we'll fall through the hole. I don't have to wait for Tricky to completely dig through. Speed ready tactics for the win. And we come across another shrine, but you can see the layout's a little different this time. Well, there's a certain reason for that. This is a staff energy meter extension upgrade. It increases the maximum amount of magic gems that you're able to carry. These holders are only found inside their underground hiding places. We can see that this one is a little different than the one we got with the Fire Blaster. This particular hiding place with the staff upgrade, there's no water surrounding the center of this little shrine. Whenever you do see a hiding place that does have water surrounding the center like a moat, then that will indicate you'll get a brand new ability for your staff. If there is no water surrounding it, then it's just another energy meter extension. So that's how you can tell the difference on what kind of upgrade you're getting by looking at the layout of that place. And thankfully, by going into that little hole, we were able to get even more of those Grubta to respawn. I actually need this block to push out and use to go ahead while Tricky's going through it. Man, the Earthwalkers apparently have like a lot of abilities that we don't know about yet. They can teleport, when Tricky was able to do that lava pit earlier, and apparently they can go through solid surfaces. What do the Earthwalkers really are capable of? What do they do that we're not aware of yet? Maybe we'll never know. Or maybe we will know. Who knows, really? The nose might know, but the nose will follow whatever. I have no idea what I'm saying right now. I'm just trying to make sense out of something that doesn't really make sense at all. But that's video games for you, I suppose. Speaking of things that don't make sense, this is something that you can do that's just really fun. You can push this block in and out and make that chime go off over and over again. However, once you do push that block in place, you can't pull it back anymore to do that stupid chime thing. I don't know why, I find a lot of fun in doing that little performance. It's just really amusing to me. The water looks very cold, Fox. Well, no duh. It's like we're in a cold tundra place or something, Slippy. I mean, look at me. I'm breathing out and there's cold air that's turning into mist. That's a surefire sign that things are cold, Slippy. Thanks for the update though, buddy. You just keep trying and try to be useful. Man, I remember a time when Slippy was useful. I mean, those things for Starfox 64, yeah, he was annoying back then too, but at least he had some purpose to be kept around. This time, not at all. So the reason why I want to go back here is to activate that switch. You can deactivate it if you want to for some reason to lower that platform. Got a lot of scarabs there. I think I got to collect those when I left that rock momentarily. That's pretty good. Convenient as well. The reason why I lifted that platform, more fuel cells for us to get. At this rate, we should have more than enough to take us to the next place that we can fly with our R-Wing. That's not going to be until a little later on. I actually never noticed that these walls had holes here before. Kind of more of these creatures. I guess I go past this place so fast that I just don't really recognize them.
Oh, what a sad day. My golden root has been stolen.
My buddy, what a shame. If only we could help you out. But that's something you'll have to live without for a little longer. We won't be able to get that gold root because we just don't have the means necessary to do so right now. So that guy's gonna be blue in more places than one. Blue on the outside and blue unfortunately on the inside too. It's kind of sad if I put it that way, but it's the truth. Go back here. There's another crate. And there's more scarabs. I'm always looking to get more scarabs. It's never a thing as getting too much money in video games after all. You never know when you need to buy stuff. It's another energy gem. Did I collect that? Yeah, I did. And we see more of the Snowhorn here, but they're asleep right now because it is nighttime. And they need to get their beauty sleep. I mean, we all do at some time. Now, if we go across the wall here, there's something I want to point out. Where is it? It's kind of a little more hidden since it is nighttime. That's kind of camouflaging things a little bit. Did I go past it? I think I may have went past it. We should back up a little bit. Aha! Here it is. I guess it's indicated by this torch. That could be a good indicator on where you can find that crack in the wall. For the longest time, I was not able to find that specific crack because it's camouflaged so well into the landscape that it's very easy to miss. So don't blame yourself if you do end up missing out on that particular spot because it's very well hidden. And there's the Bafog Dad that I got. I swear I thought the one I got as crystal before would carry over, but for some reason that didn't. It's really odd. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. Hang on, since I dug that spot up, I think we may have missed something back at the middle place of the ice mountain. It might be like a little digging spot, but I'm pretty sure I may have missed something that I didn't dig up yet. If I am mistaken, then I'll just cut ahead, because I might be mistaken about that, but it never hurts to go back and double check. Yeah, I was just being paranoid about that. We actually didn't miss anything back there.
The sharp claws have captured our leader.
And in the meantime, it seems that the Sharp Claw have got their own troubles that they're going through as well.
Do you hear that?
No. I didn't hear anything, mister. You might be getting a little paranoid at your old age. Then again, I always assume the Snowhorn are old creatures. They just look old to me. So there's another Bafog Dad, but we can only carry one at a time right now. So we're not able to carry that little guy along with us, unfortunately. We're getting something called a Bafog Dad holder, which we can find back at the Thorntail store, but it goes for a little bit of a cash, if I remember correctly. Thankfully, with our new small scarab bag, we should be able to actually be able to buy that thing at some point. Did that one disappear when I collected it, when I wasn't near it? Okay, that was odd. That must have been what happened, otherwise I must have been seeing things, but anyways. We go here, we see another member of the Sharpclaw tribe. This is Brimeclaw, only moves for scarabs.
You pay me scarabs to pass.
And that's the reason why that we could get a lot of scarabs around here right now. So we had to pay our toll for this guy.
You pass, but don't tell boss.
My lips are sealed, mister. I'm throwing away the key. I hope you do the same. Thankfully, once you do pay the toll for Brimeclaw, you don't have to pay him any more scarabs. Just one time is all you need to do in order to get by him. And we're finally now outside of Ice Mountain. We're dealing with another type of enemy called Fire Bats. I actually can't do anything to deal with those guys right now. You think you can hit them with your staff like with bloops, but you actually can't. They're impervious to your staff strikes. So I'll have to find another way to deal with those guys at a later time. Just for now, avoid them as much as you can whenever you do see a fire bat. At least when I went back to recheck that middle part of not Thortail Hollow of Ice Mountain as that Grubtail was going through that wall. That was weird. At least when I went back to reinvestigate that middle portion of the Ice Mountain, I did pick up more Grubtubs, so not all was lost by going back to recheck. In any case, we're finally outside of Ice Mountain and we're on our way back to Thortail Hollow. And I think we're going to stop here for today. We don't have that much farther to go through in terms of our travels, but I think this is a good stopping point. I mainly wanted to get through Ice Mountain today, and we were able to accomplish that. So next time, we're going to make our way through the sewers on our way back to Thortail Hollow to reunite the mother and the son of the Earthwalker tribe. Until we meet again, farewell for now.